Those are separated out now. Hey, Layla. Hi, mamas. Hi, babies. Hi. Good bird. Come on, let's go night-night. Come on, baby. Come on, pretty bird. Mm. You're so cute, sitting on a fence like that. Let's go. Night-night time. Come on. Put that right there. All right. Come on, Charlie. No, Charlie, this way. No, Charlie. Charlie. No. Okay. Do me a favor and stay in so I can get the rest of your darn flock. Because this gaggle is being stubborn. Come on, babies. It's night-night time. Come on. Come on. Night-night time. Come on, babies. Come on, Dino. Come on, Dino. No, 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 no. No, no, this way. Come on, this way. Come on. Let's go. Thank you, baby. 1 second. Come on. Maybe you can help me get this little stubborn gaggle in real quick.
Should I go get the other two?
Yeah, in just a second. That's Dino over here. Dino. Hi, Dino. That's Dino. Hi, Dino. Good job. Good job. Good. Thank you so much, babies. Appreciate it. Yes, ma'am. You guys have some dinner. All right. As you can see, the grass is tall now inside of the trampoline because I moved it, much like a chicken tractor. Over here, they've eaten all the grass down. I did wait too long to move it, so I'm going to start moving it every 3 to 5 days. All right, Blue. She'll go past you. She will go past you. But Charlie's back there, so let's try and see if we can't get both of them back around. You too, Squirt. Come on. Come on, Squirt. You too. Let's go. Come on, Mama. Let's go. Go on, Mama. Squirt. Let's go. Come on. Wait, Boots. Wait. Oh. All right. Go around and in front carefully. Wait, wait, wait. Don't run. Don't run. Don't run. To block. Block, 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 block.
No, no, no.
Off to the right. Okay, good. Come that way. No, Charlie. Why are you doing that, Charlie? Stop it. Charlie, come on. Girl. Ah, come on, girl. Going, going, going. Is that everybody?
I think Blue got in. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, let's see.
That's four Canada's, one Layla, one baby.
No, not 5 Canadas, 7 Canadas. 5 evolution, 2 regulars.
One Layla baby, one Dino, one pretty bird, and one Squirt.
Hi, Layla. Hi, Layla. Why is it so funny when I say hi? Hi, Layla. Is that hilarious? Hi, Layla. Layla.
Dino, why you stepping in food? Why you stepping in food, Dino?
Pretty Bird is exclaiming. He's exclaiming his dominance, his availability, the fact that he is a strong gander who's willing to mate and nest with her. That's what he's doing when he does that. When he kind of puts his head up and he's like, "Hmm." He's trying to tell her, "Hey, I'm available."
I think Dino's done that yet.
Nope.
No, Dino, you're not escaping.
Hi, Dino.
Dino.
Hi, Dino. Dino.
Dino.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Dino.
Dino. Dino. What is it, Dino? Hi, Dino.
You want to eat out of the bucket, Dino?
Guys, do you honestly, anybody who has watched our channel for a long time, this is Dino. This is what I was talking about last night. What do you guys think? Look at Dino's feet. And I don't know how well the camera picks this up in the evenings. But Dino's feet have more of a pinkish yellowish tone to them. Dino's beak has more of a pinkish yellowish tone.
And then look at the size of Dino.
The size of Dino significantly smaller. You can see Dino is literally about the size of like smaller than the Canada geese, actually about the same size and smaller.
And she has a slim.
But then you look at this one. This one's actually larger than the Canada geese, and that is the smallest one of Layla's babies. And then this one's Dino. Dino is Layla's baby, and Dino's even smaller. And if we judge by one of the versions of figuring out whether or not your goose is a boy or a girl, then Dino would be a boy. But if that was the case, then Dino should be larger. Because Dino has two little fat baggies that are both about the same size. Right there, the thighs. And females usually, supposedly, only have one, as you can see on Layla. But then I've heard some people say that's not accurate, so I'm not sure if that's an accurate way to go about it. But then if you look at Dino's knob, Dino doesn't really have one.
Yeah.
Like there's a slight, almost like a hint, but it's not really there.
Yeah, out of
All of Layla's babies,
yeah.
Dino has the least amount, if at all, a knob. And
Out
it actually reminds me of Pretty Bird's knob, doesn't it?
yeah, out of Layla's wideness and the African's tallness, she got neither.
Yeah, like Layla is wide.
Oh, look at the little cute spot.
Layla is right there. That's Layla, the golden one. That's Mama, the one that's looking straight at us with that beautiful orange beak. That's Layla. That's Mom. And she is very, very large. She's a American buff. Um, she is a purebred American buff, a show quality level. And look how little Dino is compared to her. Like, Dino is like probably 2/3 the width of her, like maybe half the width of her. But then when you compare Dino to the other geese, the Canada geese, you'll notice that Dino is literally identical, if not smaller, actually, than them. And that's what's confusing us because all of Layla's babies are her size and bigger. They're all wide and tall. So they're all massive geese. And this orange beaked one right there behind Layla is actually the smallest one. But then we have Dinah who's itty bitty. So we're actually wondering if maybe, just maybe, Dino Daddy is not the African ganders, but Pretty Bird. What if that is the case, guys? What if Pretty Bird managed to actually fertilize one of Layla's eggs, and that's where Dino came from?
It's still the night feels right.
Here's Pretty Bird right here with the giant white cheek patch. That's Brownie coming in.
Dino.
I don't have any food, Brownie.
Cuddly.
Dino. All right, babies. All right. So, Bert, it's night time, okay? Hi, Bubba's. It's night time. I'll fill up the other pool as well, okay? Yes, I'll fill up the other pool. Night night. Night night. Night night. All right, go on, Brownie. Okay, so the reason this kitten's name is Brownie is actually because of the treat brownie, as in like eat some brownies. Because her mother's name is Muffin, and she looks a lot like Mom, so it was supposed to be, kind of cute, funny. Mama's name is Muffin, so my daughter named her daughter, who looked basically identical to her mom, Brownie. All right, let's see. Let's get this locked up. Um, do you want to release the doofies? Thank you, Bebs. All right, let's see. Alrighty. Just gonna come across here. Hi, boys. Hi, boys. See, look, this is Layla's babies. This is how big they are. Look how big these boys are. They're massive. Huge, huge geese. And loud. Very loud. Very big. A very orange. The other one. Again, loud, big, orange feet, orange and black beak.
We almost forgot to close we almost forgot to close the hole in the coop.
Oh no, I wasn't done with the coop. I still gotta check for eggs, baby. Okay, that's fine. I'll reopen it then.
Yeah.
I gotta feed and water everyone, remember? Go ahead. Attach this here so that I can finish filling up. And then let's go check on the chickens and see how they're doing.
That's Big Boy, and I think we need the other one.
Yeah. Spots or freckles?
I think it was Spot.
I thought it was freckles. I know, Kit. I know. You'd be out if you weren't in heat. Oh, and our geese are adventuring behind the coop, and we're wondering if maybe they're looking for a nesting spot. So, yeah, keep an eye on that. Hey, ladies, how we doing tonight? We good? Yes? Everything okay? Having a good old time? Getting ready to go sleep?
Can we recount?
You can recount if you want. Alrighty. Huh? There's 3 back there. 1, 2 on top of the cage, which is 5. 2 at the bottom of the ladder here, which is 7. Right here is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
I'm trying to cut the morons. I've only counted 5 morons.
I've got a total of 18. And then I haven't looked inside of the nesting boxes yet. We need to clean out the coop again, baby. Check for snakes before we start reaching. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're getting better, but Lord knows they're hiding them somewhere, and I'm sure we've got broody hens hiding somewhere as well.
Yeah, but so far we've only been able to count 5 morons.
There's supposed to be how many?
I think minus the so we have 2 moron roosters. So and I'm pretty sure we have like 5 morons. So 2 minus 9. That's how many.
Okay. 2 minus 9?
Yep.
2 minus 9. I think your math isn't mathin'. Oh, Janelle Duke. Hello. Uh, Oh, yeah, you're welcome. I try to give advice when I can, but keep in mind, any advice I give, here you go, Melody. Go ahead and put those in your pockets.
Yeah.
Any advice I give, please always double check everything because Lord knows we can all misunderstand things and get things wrong. And
You got big pockets.
and it's always important that we make sure that everything is accurate, before we listen to anyone's advice, regardless of where it comes from. Even if it's from the experts, I always like to double check my stuff.
Yeah.
Always make sure I have all the information I need to make sure that I'm getting it right, hopefully, and that I'm understanding it correctly to try and avoid misunderstandings and disasters.
Hey mom, I just realized something.
What's that?
Did we even get like remember when we were hatching those Easter eggs? Did we even get any Easter eggs?
One.
Yeah, and that was a boy.
Mm-hmm. One rooster. That's all we got. We paid $20. Well, not 20, but 20 something dollars for like 6 eggs. And then we waited for like a while for them to show up. Heck. And then when they finally did show up, they were all broken, all shook up and broken and everything. And then
only one was left, and he ended up not being.
no, we had two that were left out of that one, I think, actually. Hold on to this for a minute. And then we put those under a hen who was broody because we figured that'd be the best chances, even though after letting it rest for 48 hours, the egg, that those did not develop. And we told the lady what had happened and that they were all broken, and she sent us a replacement, and they also all arrived broken, which they were literally like all broken besides, again, 2 eggs, and those two we incubated. No, wait, I think they weren't smashed, but they were all shook up or something. And then we incubated those, and only 2 of them actually started developing. And out of those 2, turns out, because it was supposed to be olive eggers and blue eggers, and my daughter was really disappointed because she had really looked forward to having olive eggers, which they actually lay green eggs. And she was really Melody, look. And she was really looking forward to green eggers. I wonder if that's where the sound came from earlier. You see that light? I wonder if that's what that is.
Yeah.
Is that where you saw the smoke?
Yeah, about.
Huh.
Also, here's one of our Easter eggers.
But and the Easter eggers, not Easter egger, not Easter baby, olive egger. Out of the olive egger eggs, we ended up only getting one male, and then we literally only got one male, and then we got one female out of the other egg, but the female is not an olive egger. So I don't know. I later found out after I paid the money, after I had ordered the eggs, I found out from the breeder, well, from the seller, that she was these were not like these weren't all gonna be guaranteed olive eggers, basically. Which I had no idea until that very moment, which really kind of sucked because, we didn't have a lot of money at that time, and I was trying to do my daughter a favor. And the whole reason I ordered from her was because we'd ordered from her because she had advertised really nice colors. Then I found out later that, like, I guess the colors weren't all hers. Like, all the pictures weren't all hers. It's just stuff like that. And I don't know. It was just not a good experience. But then what resulted from that experience actually was that I'd posted about it or something, asking about how to save the embryos, or if it's even possible if the eggs have been shook in the male and the air cell had been detached, right? And there's this super nice lady out of the blue that just starts messaging me because she'd seen that I was talking about saying that I'm trying to see if I can save him because my 11-year-old, at the time my daughter was 11, was so excited to get those eggs. These are her chickens. She wanted to add olive eggers and blue eggers to her flock, and she was ecstatic about it. And we couldn't afford the Moran eggs because the person was charging like $4 for each egg. So we had only gotten the blue and the olive ones, but she also wanted to add Moran eggs. And this lady like messages us and says, and I was just asking in that manner because I was trying to find out how to save them, like basically trying to say, hey, anybody who has had any experience with this, can you help me? Because I'm trying to, you know, save this situation, right? And we'd spent money on it. My daughter was excited for it. Supposed to be an exciting gift for her. And this woman inboxes me and goes, hey, I've got a flock of purebred Moran chickens, and I was wondering if you wanted some. And I pretty much said that at this time I couldn't afford them yet, but, like I would love to in the future, try out doing business with her. And she's like, oh, no, 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 you're fine. I'm just going to send them to you for your little girl. I read your other post about your eggs getting all shook up, and I just thought it was sad. And I love the idea of having, seeing that, little girls or little boys, like little kids, are getting into having chickens and taking care of their own chickens, and learning about caring for these animals and doing this kind of work. And she just offered us free Moran eggs. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, wow, this person is so sweet. And she asked for the address, and I went ahead and I gave it to her. After, of course, checking like her page and stuff and trying to make sure that things were, legit. I'm not giving out the address to somebody who is pretending something, which she was not. And she actually sent us a dozen Moran eggs. They arrived, I think 8 of them arrived perfectly fine out of a dozen, right? 8? No, wait, 10. 10 arrived completely fine. 2 of them had broken in transport. Uh, 10 of them were completely intact. 2 of them um, ended up not hatching. So one of them ended up not developing and like either dying early in development or never developing at all. And then the other one, it actually developed all the way to end stage and started hatching and then died after it internally pipped through the membrane and actually started breathing oxygen. And I was like, why did it die? Like it got to the oxygen point, but it died like right after, which was strange because it wasn't enough time for it to run out of oxygen. So in the, with the goal to try and figure out what the heck happened, I opened the egg and I looked inside to see what had happened to this chick, which is a common practice for people who hatch eggs, is that when you have eggs that aren't developing or that die at strange stages, especially when they're fully developed and then suddenly die, which makes no sense, um, you open up the egg and you try and figure out if there's a way you can see what had happened, right? Well, when we opened it up, we discovered, and this was crazy, that, hello, that chick actually had a major deformity, and it had developed in such a way that its brain was still on the outside. So its head had not developed properly, and even though everything was shaped and formed properly, it had its brain on the outside of its head. And the rest of the head looked normal. It was just almost like there was a hole up top and the brain was like half outside, and it was very strange. Um, and when I looked into it, I found out that apparently deformities are significantly more likely or possible when eggs have been shipped in the mail. So because the yolk and the egg and the air bubble and all that stuff, like the air sac, it can get damaged during transport. And if they're damaged during transport, there can be issues with development throughout different stages of development. And it usually causes them to die. So what I think happened is because it had died so quickly after it pipped through the internal sac, meaning that it started breathing oxygen and then suddenly just died right after. I actually believe that the reason it died is because it had the brain being on the outside had prevented it from being able to function properly, like neurologically, its breathing and everything else. Like there was like a major defect, or that maybe the air being exposed to oxygen, maybe some bacteria or something that it immediately caused the baby to die. I don't know what I would have done if it would have lived. I mean, what would we have done having a live, huh?
The pool's full.
Okay, I was gonna get it. I was watching. What do you think we would have done if, like, we had an alive chick with its brain on the outside? That would have been crazy, right?
Definitely would have been a moron.
Dork. But yeah, we would have had to cull it. We would have had to kill it because that's. I mean, it would have just suffered to death. Would have gotten some horrible infection or something and just suffered. Oh yeah, it really was crazy. But the other eight. Oh, wait, no, there's no anything else. No, we have one olive edges. The other eight ended up hatching healthy. So, like I said, the first person that sent us 6 eggs in each shipment, and both times, most of the eggs were broken, or all of the eggs were broken, cracked, all kinds of damage. And then with this lady who's sending to us for free, we ended up getting 8 purebred Marans out of it. And the numbers actually weren't bad at all because we got 6 females and 2 males, right? Yeah. Like, we got a really good number out of those, which was surprising. Like, yeah, because she's not really an olive egger. I actually think that what I later found out is that the lady who had sold us the eggs that were supposed to be olive eggers. Can you hold this for me for a moment? That the ones that were supposed to be olive eggers, the one that was supposed to be a olive egger was actually. All right, stop. Once it. Let's clean that out. That one actually looks almost identical to to our to our Moran chickens, and it looks almost identical to the Moran chicks when it was little. Here, you got it.
Yeah.
All right.
And there's nothing still anything.
And it turns out that the lady, what I didn't know before I purchased them, was that she had been putting a Moran rooster with her olive eggers and her blue eggers to basically because if you do that, sure, some of them will end up not laying blue or green eggs, but some of them will start laying.
Mom, give me some light in the coop.
Some of them will end up laying brighter blue eggs and or brighter green eggs or darker green, like different colorations of green or blue. That's that's barbecue. This one? Yeah, I think so too. That one right there, I think is the
There's a.
that's the supposed olive egger, right? And then that's a Moran. Like, y'all tell me they don't look almost identical. Olive egger, Moran. Crazy, right? Anyway, this is one of our mixes. And then this is another one of ours. This is Miss Spicy.
She's a good
She
girl.
is one of our older chickens.
She is so smart.
Yeah, she's very smart actually. She has a beautiful coloration. She's got like a grayish, brownish, like almost like a silver and gold combination going on.
And we got Yummy.
Look at this. How crazy is that, huh?
Yeah, and then we got Yummy, Honey's little lookalike. Honey's
Yeah.
little daughter.
Honey's little copy with the. Y'all see how that crown kind of flops over to the side? This is not weird for her. This is completely normal for her. Her crown, we call it crowns. her.
We call the waddles pepperonis.
Yeah. So the waddles, which are these things down here, we call them pepperonis, and the comb, we call them crowns. Just so you guys know when I say those things. But this is Honey. This is that one's dad, and look at his crown. It is also off to the side. It's literally like a hairstyle almost. We joke about it being like a Justin Bieber hairstyle. And he like flips his head randomly to like get it out of his eye. He'll be like just flip it over when he wants to see something with the left eye.
The funny thing is, his comb is trained to be on that side.
Right.
And there's Rosemary.
This is Rosemary. Isn't she beautiful?
Miss Attitude. Then here's her daughter, the one who raised rose eggs. Right next to her.
Rosemary is actually she's an Easter egger, but she lays white eggs. So she came from a blue egg, but she lays white eggs.
And then this one right here is scrambled, and she lays rose eggs.
Go ahead and get Scrambled's face here. Scrambled is also an Easter egger, and she lays rose-colored eggs actually. So she actually lays eggs that are basically a very light pink color. Very beautiful, which is we thought it was kind of funny because Scrambled's mom is Rosemary, but Scrambled lays rose colored eggs. And we said this without even thinking about the fact that Rosemary is the mom. So it was kind of funny when we figured it out.
Yeah, Terry's bullying the other roosters.
This right here
Quesadilla.
is Quesadilla. Her sister recently passed away. Her name was Burrito. And Quesadilla, she I'm sorry, Burrito, she passed away from a heat stroke. It was really sad. It's the first hen we've lost to a heat stroke situation. So
yeah, it's actually the first hen we've lost in a long time.
Like, yeah, since the only other hen we've ever lost was actually to a cat attack. A neighborhood cat at our last house. The only hen we ever actually lost to a predator or outside conditions was to a cat attack. Here's another Moran.
And we also went to sickness.
And well, yeah, but that was indoors. That's coccidiosis.
Yeah.
This is Barbecue. We don't know exactly what she is. She looks a little different from the Morans, but she does look very, very similar. We're not sure.
Pitch black eyes.
Yeah, it's very, very dark eyes and very round. You can see her eyes are different from the other chickens.
She knows she looks like Nugget.
Yeah, we call her Nugget's copycat.
Cobra.
Yep.
Pepper.
Here's Cobra.
She's really feisty when she's.
And then here's Pepper. Pepper, we believe, is Spicy's daughter. If you look at Pepper's eyes, you see how they're kind of like, they're very fierce, look like they're wearing eyeliner. Hey, Pepper, open your eyes. She almost looks like she's angry or something. But beautiful girl, right? And then look at Spicy, and you can see she's got what we call the eagle eyes. But yeah, so this is some of our chickens, just so y'all can see it if you're new. Yes, our girls' backs are naked in some cases. We are making them saddles for them because we have been having a problem with having too many roosters. The roosters are separate now. It is very difficult to rehome roosters. But that's part of the thing. When you hatch eggs, you get extra roosters. And when you have too many roosters and when they go into mating behavior, which they did right after, like right as we were moving. So, and we were trying to set up and stuff and get stuff figured out. So they basically were around these girls for a little while. All right. As long as it's dark, she'll stop.
So rosary.
I know.
Freaking being up her own daughter.
I know. But You okay, Scrambled? But but what's it called? What was I saying? Oh yeah, so the backs they got torn up a little bit. Well, not the backs, the feathers. They got kind of plucked a little bit because we had too many roosters, and before we separated out the roosters at the time, it's like a circumstance kind of thing where things just went kind of the way they did, and now we have uh, we have these girls are missing some feathers, and with the missing feather thing, it will grow back soon, but it takes a while for that to happen. We basically have to wait for these girls to molt again, those feathers to grow back, and that's basically the problem. So once they molt, the feathers grow back, and the ladies will start looking normal again. But for now, they look like hell.
Yeah, Rosemary looks weird without her saddle, actually.
Yet to you, because Rosemary, she had lost some feathers because she was two roosters' favorite for like the longest time. For like the first whole year of her life, she was our two roosters' favorite. And they would relentlessly mate her nonstop. And then she got bumblefoot, and she had a nasty case of bumblefoot. So we had to treat her for that. And she had her saddle on. When right as the feathers start coming in again, at the time, we had a couple of juvenile roosters, which kind of ruined a little bit of progress she made. She had actually gotten her saddle off at one point, so we got it back on her. So it took extra time, but she's back to normal now finally. But she also got slowed down with growing them feathers back because she actually was sick for a while. So that took a minute because she had gotten bumblefoot, which affected her respiratory. Which affected her immune system, and then because it affected her immune system, it ended up she ended up getting a respiratory infection, and then right after that, the entire flock went through avian pox. So, not avian flu, avian pox, very different. Not chicken pox, avian pox, which is kind of funny. The chickens had pox, but there was not chicken pox. But they went through avian pox, and now everyone is back to healthy again. But yeah, we've dealt with different things, just like any other flock. You deal with many different things, like you can have coccidiosis, you can have you can have chicken pox. I'm sorry, avian pox. You could have ringworm that goes through your flock. You could have worms that can affect your birds. You can have mites, different kinds of mites. Yeah, totaling out, but like only one that was fatal. And the three that we had was technically two because it was two times that it happened. But three birds total that caught it, but then only one that passed away, and no wait, two that passed away and one that survived.
Yeah,
But the thing is, the one that passed away, it caught us off guard. That one, like, we had no idea. Um,
I'm not gonna go ahead. Sweet fox and then a pork dog.
yep. Wishbone, he survived it.
Yeah, fox is a sister.
Yep. And Fox was his sister. She was a mix between the Bantam Cochin, and with just tiny chickens, and the regular size chickens. But sadly, she did not survive. As y'all can tell by the names, as y'all can tell by the names, we like giving our birds funny names. The reason why we're comfortable with naming our birds after food is because we actually do not eat our birds.
That's chicken. Chicken.
Yeah.
Fox is chicken pox, and the cobra is cobra chicken.
Yeah, Cobra chickens, chicken pox. are the only two that are not named after food. But then we have like honey, nugget, teriyaki, popcorn, quesadilla, burrito, bits. Like just add the word chicken to it. Chicken wings, chicken bits, chicken quesadilla, chicken teriyaki, honey chicken, rosemary chicken, teriyaki chicken. Just a lot of silly names for a lot of very, very spoiled, very silly birds. I got a feeling that thing isn't going to stay. These are our African ganders. Oh, nope, I knew it. I knew it wasn't going to stay. Haha. Oh, wow. So, these right here are the fathers um, of Layla's babies. Right here. It's Echo and Delta.
Also, Dino's father.
Well, maybe Dinos. That's Delta right there. The one further away. The one closer to us is Echo. Nah, it's fine. It's still inside. Spraying, but it'll be fine. Come on, phone. Fix yourself.
You got water on your phone?
Nah, it's just being stupid. Hi, Delta. Wait, you're Echo. Hi, Delta. Hi, Delta. Hi, Delta. Hi, Echo. Hi, Delta.
They don't actually like bite.
But I don't really bite and nip.
Oh, you get me? Are you getting me?
Alrighty.
Gotten way more moody.
Huh?
Delta's gotten way more moody.
Yep, watch me step. Alright. That's the birds. Now I'm gonna go take care of the puppy. I'll take the puppy out, but I'm gonna get off here. And thank you guys for hanging out. If you guys are curious, about how big the puppy is at this point, okay. If you guys are curious how big the puppy is, I did make a live stream last night, letting you guys watch him eat his dinner, and that's of course up on our channel. And if you guys want to keep following us and be here for when we have Canada geese breeding and mating and having babies. And if you guys want to be part of it when we figure out whether or not Pretty Bird is fertile, and as we end up possibly even producing more hybrid Canada geese, depending on how the birds end up pairing up and who ends up becoming, ends up mating and who ends up pairing up to become lifelong mates. You guys can subscribe if you want, or just check back in later. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this evening, and I hope y'all have a good night. We'll see y'all next time. Hey, Brownie. Say good night. Say good night. Night night.